McPherson writes weird words for wired people, with work appearing in The Deadlands, Cosmic Horror Monthly, Salamander, and Lucky Jefferson. Her experimental horror, Fit You, in Emanations Zen, was nominated for the Pushcart Prize. Her experimental CNF chapbook, Invisible, is out now. Laura, over to you.
Hello, everybody. You can register to win a copy of Fit You in my giveaway today. This is from Warm Before They Toast Them. We didn't mean to burn down the Quiznos. It was me and Chaos Gremlin working that night. We called him that because Chaos followed him around, and he kind of looked like a gremlin. Bit cute, more gizmo than Stripe, and almost cool. Gothy in a small-town thrift store kind of way, with a lightning bolt tattoo on his wrist. I'd asked him if it was some bullshit Nazi thing. He said it meant riding the lightning. After that, he'd started drawing a little storm cloud above it. It reminded me of that one angry Care Bear. As the hour hand teased its way to closing time, I decorated a cookie. I'd been practicing to get into the community college's culinary program. You pooped on a cookie, Chaos grimaced. At least I'm doing something. You're just watching lettuce rot. You want to do something? He said. Goosebumps trekked up my arms, even though the AC was busted. Chaos took off into the back, then came back out with a big black box. Check it out. Ouija? Big whoop. This Ouija board was at Aleister Crowley's house. It burned down 3 times, he lectured. Who wants a burned Ouija? No, the house burned 3 times. Chaos flipped his greasy bangs out of his face. Are you going to resurrect the tomatoes? Beyond saving. I'm going to resurrect the manager that died in the robbery. Nuh-uh, there wasn't a robbery. Chaos flipped his bangs again. It was kind of hot. Kendra Humboldt, he said, 86. She was skimming. Back then, everyone paid cash, and she was hiding the money here. Then her roommate and the roommate's convict boyfriend tried to rob the place. Things went shitty, and Kendra died right there on the line. Even if that were true, which it isn't, what are you going to say? Hey, sorry, your soul's stuck in a fucking Quiznos? Corporate couldn't find the money, Chaos smirked. There's at least $5,000 out there. If there was ever $5,000 in East Harmstead, someone shot it up by now, I said. Aren't you curious? Maybe a little, I admitted. Even if we split the money, that would give us both enough to get the hell out of this town. But Ouija's not real. One way to find out. Chaos kicked the leg of the chair across from him so that it swung out. I sat. Put your fingers on the planchette and close your eyes, he instructed. I was getting afraid he was going to kiss me, and I was about to open my eyes when he started chanting. Oh, water, air, fire, Epithemus, we invoke thee. Bababadal, Garakta, Karamikanthan, Bron, Tanaran, Tuan, Than, Trobar, Huanaskan, Tehudaran, Thurnak. The front door deadbolt thumped. I opened my eyes. No one was there. Chaos continued. Menicius, open the gates. We seek Kendra Humboldt. With a clap, the overhead lights went out and the sickly tube lights lining the vegetable trays began flickering. Is Jocelyn in the back doing this? My voice was drowned out by the rattling trays and Chaos's mounting volume. We beseech thee, bring us the spirit of Kendra Humboldt, manager of Quiznos number 141. My fingertips burned. I tried to pull them away, but it was like they were stuck with surgical glue. The planchette swung wildly, yanking my arms around with it. My shoulders were about to dislocate. Stop! If anyone sees the lights off, we're going to be in so much trouble. Without warning, the planchette stalled out. Instead of burning hot, my fingers felt burning cold. Kendra, is that you? Chaos thundered. His voice was rattling as bad as the ice in the soda machine shaking loose from the wall. This was a bad idea, I whispered. The sandwich oven snapped itself onto high. Where is the money? Chaos said. The planchette took off again so fast he could barely rattle off the letters spelling secret safe behind dishwasher. As he read out the final R, air stormed out of the vent above us like an icy hand, slamming me backward. I hardly cared I was on the floor as long as I didn't have to touch that planchette anymore. Come on. Already on his feet, Chaos dragged me into the back. The lights in the prep area crackled, but it was the normal broken crackling. He tested whether the dishwasher would come out from under the prep counter. This isn't getting funnier, I said. No, it's not, he agreed, using a baking tray as a crowbar. We're going to have to wash up by hand if you break that. He paused the hammer at the unit with the wrench he used when the sink faucet got stuck. We're about to have $5,000. We're not washing shit. If you're not going to help, make sure the front door is locked. I maneuvered through fallen vegetables behind the sandwich line. The oven and the soda machine were the only lights on, but I could see from the register that the door was locked. With the state of the store, I decided closing 5 minutes early wouldn't be what got us fired, so I walked over to switch off the open sign. The air above the Ouija board blasted on. Under the stale recycled air, the planchette chopped out, "Not Kendra." In the same instant, the soda machine began spraying ice. A cube tore through my hoodie, leaving a bloody gash on my bicep. The glass above the pepper bar shattered. I scrambled under a table, pulling in chairs to block the icy projectiles. Chaos! No answer. My phone was in the locker room. I pulled my knees to my chest, ignoring the gum wadded under the tabletop. This was bullshit, I told myself, but it was survivable bullshit. My friend Cassie worked at the gas station, and she'd been robbed at gunpoint twice. I could handle a malfunctioning soda machine and a broken coworker. Then I got that prickly feeling, like there were eyes on me. Through the chair legs, I saw a chicken, its pimply, featherless chest pressed into the wood support bar. It was like a chicken that had been dipped in acid, coated in wax, and dipped in acid again. Back-a-chack? Its deformed greenish beak pecked at the air. Back-a-chack! The answering call shook my soul. There were more of these slimy things aimlessly cruising the vegetables that had fallen off the line. Their jaundiced skin drained into some sort of putrid Vaseline. A chicken fillet flopped onto the counter, then flopped through the broken glass. Another fillet fell on top of it, then another, and up rose a new wax-acid chicken. Back-a-chack! The chair started to fracture. That got the attention of the others. One used its beak to pull itself across the floor, swimming weakly with its denuded wings. I kicked at the chicken closest to me. It bit at my boot, and I felt the plonk of keratin against the steel toe. I was stuck. Then the chair that was holding that chicken back gave way. The chicken promptly impaled itself on the shattered wood. Its glassy red eyes widened. Back? I'll stop there. Thank you, everybody.